Morning everybody, how you doing? I wasn't going to bother posting another video till I got to San Francisco, but I was cycling through the most incredible place. Just mountains, forests, rivers. I'm basically out in the middle of nowhere. Still loads of big trucks though. I'm on this Interstate 101 heading south towards San Francisco now. I'm still quite away from San Francisco. I was a bit disappointed I couldn't make it yesterday, but I had one hell of a day and night. I had a puncture and this nail went right through the sidewall of my tyre. And it left a hole in the tyre and I didn't have a spare tyre. Because I put like basically two pretty good like newish tyres on the bike, so I thought they'd last, so I wouldn't need to carry and have the extra weight of another tyre. So you know, I thought I'd be alright, but when I pumped up the tyre, you've got to have like 100 psi in your tyres, and when I pumped it up the inner tube was sticking out of the tyre. So I ended up having 3 punctures yesterday, taking up loads of time. I've got a badly damaged tyre, which I'm hoping is going to take me, well, get me to a bike shop somewhere, but you know, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, there ain't going to be no bike shops here. And it got to about 10 o'clock last night. I'm basically falling asleep on the bike again. You know, like when you're trying to fight sleep and your eyelids are getting heavier, and then they shut for like a millisecond, and then you know they come back open. And then 10 minutes later they shut for a second. A few minutes later it's 2 seconds. I was like that. I seriously just could not stay awake. Because I only had like 3 hours sleep the night before. Oh, and then I'm coming up this big climb. I'm about halfway up this climb, maybe about 20 minutes into it. And my gear cable snapped. You know, I felt like crying at this stage. I was like, ah. You know, just one thing after another. On top of that, I was out of water. I had about maybe a third of a pint left. You know, and all I had was 2 energy bars. And like, it's 10 o'clock at night. There's nowhere to get any like refreshments. It was just one of those nights. So I thought, right, I'm gonna have to go to sleep. So I just got the tent out on the side of the road. I behind one of those barriers and I went to sleep and just basically shivered all night. It was absolutely freezing. But this is where I am at the moment. Just going down a small descent. But this is basically what it's been like for like the last, I don't know, hundreds of miles really. It's just trees, just mountains. You know, which is all really nice until you need, you know, food and drink and stuff. I managed to find somewhere earlier, and I walked into this subway place. It's like a subway inside of a petrol station, and there's a young lad behind the counter. He's like, "All right, mate, can I have a foot-long sub, please?" And he starts laughing. I'm like, "What are you laughing at?" He goes, "You from England, right?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Dude, I love your accent." I said, "You're mad. I'm from Gloucester. We got the worst accent ever." Well, actually, apart from the Welsh accent. Sorry, Tomo. But yeah, and like I looked down and he's reading this book. He's got this book like on his side, and it's this incredible book that I read about 10 years ago. I forgot about it. And it's called Way of the Peaceful Warrior, or something like that, by a guy called Dan Millman. And I couldn't believe it. It's this young lad there, and he's reading this book, and it just reminded me about this story. And basically, the story of this book is like about this athlete, and he's in search of a higher meaning of life and stuff, and he's, you know, and he becomes wise through all these stuff and all these experiences. And it just reminded me, you know, about what I'm doing here, and it basically, it's just given me loads of inspiration. And like yesterday, you know, I was at a low last night. I was so tired, and all these things keep happening, and like, and just seeing that book and that young lad there, and it's just reminded me of some good things. And now I feel all inspired and happy again, and You know, I'm buzzing. What's this? Oh look, it's Shrek here. Check this out. Shrek and Donkey. The legend of Bigfoot. Well, thankfully I didn't see no big feet last night, Bigfoot. I did see some elk though. They're like big, I don't know what they're like big deers. I've seen quite a few of them crossing the road. It was nice to see, you know, I love seeing like the animals and the nature and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a nice warm hot day today. I will get to San Francisco today, so I'll post when I get there. Hope everything's alright at home. Hello Connie, hello Gracie. I'm sorry I haven't been able to speak to you for a while, my darlings, but every time that is time for me to speak to you, like when you're not at school, or when you get home from school, or you're not asleep or whatever, when there's those windows where I can speak to you, I can never get to a phone box. You know, I did have a phone, well I do have a phone which Tony gave to me, but it won't let me call internationally, so it won't even let me text, so I'm sorry darlings, I'll call you as soon as I can. Alright, I'm gone. See you later, bye.